Turkey is a land of pure sensorial richness in its bazaars and mosques, its food and arts, of exoticism and romance, from its Ottoman palaces to its fairy tale Cappadocia. It is a perfect blend of influence, flavors, cultures, religions, and histories. No doubt that this all makes this country so intoxicating, and its beauty spots are equally diverse. Inshore, there are otherworldly landscapes and ancient wonders that were once the playgrounds of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, Caesar and Alexander the Great, and yet they are little visited compared with similar sites in Greece and Italy. In summer, Turkey's exceptionally breathtaking turquoise coast is plied by gullets sailing on their blue voyages from the Aegean to the eastern reaches of the Mediterranean. Dropping anchor to swim in bays of crystal clear water and taking long lunches in fishing villages at blue-painted tables and chairs framed with canopies of pink bougainvillea, where life has gone on unchanged for thousands of years. To help you find these spots, we've come up with 10 of the most beautiful places to visit in Turkey, so keep watching. Number 10. Butterfly Valley, Fethiye. One of the best compensations for walkers on the Lycian Way is the staggering perspective as you pass above Butterfly Valley, a jag of bays sheared out of the land, giant bluffs rising sheer and scrubby either side of the thin blue strait, blurring to turquoise at the shore. On the toenail of sand and stone ocean side at its foot, open accessible by boat, there's a camping area with an oceanside bar serving lagers and barbecued fish, and yoga classes are held underneath the trees. Heading inland, the valley, utilized forever as a merchandise route, leads through lavish plant life and cascades, and in springtime is loaded up with 100 species of butterfly. How dreamy that would be. Number 9. Topkapi Palace Museum. Topkapi Palace Museum, Turkish Topkapi Sarayı Müzesi, museum in Istanbul that exhibits the imperial collections of the Ottoman Empire and maintains an extensive collection of books and manuscripts in its library. It is housed in a palace complex that served as the administrative center and residence of the Imperial Ottoman Court from about 1478 to 1856. It opened as a museum in 1924, a year after the establishment of the Republic of Turkey. The Topkapi Palace Museum is notable not only for its architecture and collections, but also for the history and culture of the Ottoman Empire that it recalls. Number 8. Love Valley, Cappadocia. Love Valley, Cappadocia is a place of natural wonders. Home to giant, penis-shaped monuments that were left by Mother Nature and are now a huge hit amongst tourists. Watching the multicolored balloons drifting across this unique landscape makes for some breathtaking views. Love Valley is one of the most fantastic valleys of Cappadocia. Located between Avanos and Gorim Road, the valley is named after the interesting fairy chimney formations, and being popular with couples for marriage proposals. Number 7. Duden Waterfalls. Duden Waterfalls are a group of waterfalls in the province of Antalya, Turkey. The waterfalls, formed by the recycle station water, are located 12 kilometers, 7.5 miles, northeast of Antalya. They end where the waters of the lower Duden Falls drop off a rocky cliff directly into the Mediterranean Sea. The Duden Waterfalls are actually 2 separate natural attractions within the city of Antalya. Upper and lower waterfalls. Lower Duden Waterfall is a spectacular cascade that occurs as the Duden River spills off the Antalya cliffs into the sea. You can feel the droplets of amazing Duden waterfalls ending at the Mediterranean, swim nearby, and enjoy the mesmerizing sightseeings of the city, mountains, and forests by the Antalya shores. Shoot some attractive photos to share with friends and family on a daily private boat trip. The upper Duden waterfalls are a series of small cascades in a tranquil municipal park. When visiting the upper falls within the park, don't miss climbing down a spiral staircase that leads into a cave behind the waterfalls. This experience affords fabulous views through a curtain of falling water. Number 6. The Mezar of Maulana Jalauddin Rumi. The Mezar of Maulana Jalauddin Rumi is a must-see place in Konya, Turkey. The symbolic Mezar of Dr. Allama Iqbal, also there at the Maulana Rumi Museum, Mevlana Museum. Rumi was buried in Konya on December 17, 1273. His mausoleum was originally a functioning Sufi dervish lodge, but in 1926, the newly formed Turkish Republic outlawed Sufism. The lodge was later turned into the Mevlana Museum, Mevlana Müzesi. This place is one of the wonders of the world. white spring pools on the skirts of a hill with travertine terraces. It's all about climbing the hill on white stones and natural spring pools. Have your swimsuit on. Have a bath where gods had bath in ancient times. On top of the hill, there is the antique pool. Do not leave without having a bath in the antique pool. You will feel like a Roman god or goddess. Moreover, pamukkale was formed when a spring with a high content of dissolved calcium bicarbonate cascaded over the edge of the cliff, which cooled and hardened, leaving calcium deposits. This formed into natural pools, shelves, and ridges, which tourists could plunge and splash in the warm water. Number 5. Silk Market. Being a masterpiece of Bursa, the heritage of Ottoman, the deep tissues of history, the taste of unnatural, the grace of silk, an indispensable place for the photographer, Silk Market, Koza in Turkish, is two-story han located on the rectangle yard. There is found a sadirvan, water tank with a fountain, with 95 rooms in the middle of that magnificent structure. The stores of Silk Bazaar contain high-quality and cheap products such as silk fabrics, silk scarves, shawls, outfit materials, artistic goods, dowry, home textile products, underwear, silver, and other valuable souvenirs. In the east of the Han, there is placed the second yard named Dis Out Koza Han. It is opened to Long Bazaar with its portal ornamented with blue, charming tiles. At the past, it was named as Sadid-e-Evel, Simsahani, Beylik Caravansary, Beylik Han, Sadid-e-Amire, and New Caravansary. Right behind it is the doorway to Koza Han. The structure is composed of 2 breathtaking floors in the typical Ottoman architecture with a courtyard in the middle. All is covered and arched, and despite silk trade as such is no longer organized here, the shops selling silk garments, scarves, and also some table silver are a glamour granny's paradise. Number 4. Ephesus. Turkey has a large number of ancient sites, most far less visited than similar sites in Italy and Greece, whereas Ephesus, now UNESCO protected, is arguably the grandest of them all. The Temple of Artemis, which stood in the ancient city of Ephesus, was one of the 7 wonders of the world. Little remains of it now, but the remains of Ephesus are wondrous nonetheless, as it sets back from the Aegean coast. The settlement began 9,000 years ago. There are Roman, Christian, Ottoman, Hellenistic, and Greek monuments, as well as colonnaded streets, temples, a huge amphitheater, the Celsus Library, whose carved facade still stands today, archways framing the blue Mediterranean sky. Number 3. Kos. Far from the big seaside hubs to keep it offbeat, the old fishing village of Kos remains a hideaway for hippie explorers and boho-chic Turks. Crazy paved streets are lined by traditional whitewashed houses, wooden balconies overhung with billowing bougainvillea against a backdrop of mountains and greenery. It sits beside the most breathtaking turquoise sea, rustic swimming terraces, and daybeds built over the water, piled with vivid cushions and textiles. The village's Kapataz beach is a knockout, all dazzling white and bright blue, surrounded by dramatic cliffs. And nearby, off the island of Kakova, there's an underwater city to explore with snorkels, visible beneath the crystal clear water. Number 2. The Domes of Istanbul. Across the Golden Horn, the more modest Ortaköy Mosque is one of the city's prettiest, white in marble and stone, with pink mosaics within. Located at the water's edge besides the Bosphorus Bridge, it is breathtaking at sunset with the golden light, and in the morning when the call rings out across the water. Some of Istanbul's most beautiful places are its mosques. The city's architectural masterpiece, the Hagia Sophia, began life 1,500 years ago as a Byzantine cathedral, was converted to a mosque by the Ottomans, then in the 1930s became a museum, until the summer of 2020, contentiously, it became a mosque once again. But all visitors are still welcome to pray or just contemplate in awe beneath its soaring golden dome, shafts of sunlight piercing its stained glass windows like the fingers of God. Beside it sits the Blue Mosque, built in the Ottoman era, its interior lined with handmade Iznik ceramic tiles, and overhead painted various shades of blue, and so beautiful that even Pope Benedict couldn't stay away. When he visited in 2006, he thanked Divine Providence for it. Built by Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century, Suleiman Mosque is just that. High on Istanbul's third hill amid gardens and marble colonnaded grandeur, it has magnificent views of the city too. Number 1. Gumusuluk, Bodrum. Until the 20th century, the fishing villages dotted around the Bodrum Peninsula were only approachable from the water, and still today, the best way to travel around is by boat. Of these fishing villages, the most attractive is Gumusuluk. Ramshackle restaurants, simple driftwood-style shacks line the water's edge, some literally set in the shallows, where you can eat mies and just grilled fish with your feet in the water. Cord lanterns, hand-painted in jewel shades, hang from the trees and canopies, creating sculptural shapes in the bright sunshine and enchanting at night when all lit up. The list of 10 has ended, but still, Turkey holds more than enough charming spots for explorers and pleasure seekers. Tell us in the comments down below which place you find the most breathtaking. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. See you all in the next video.